watching it because they were constantly reading the text, so they would be kept busy. I had one person complain about the text, or should I say, the individual made a suggestion saying that it was distracting them from relaxing, and so I stopped doing it. Another person said they liked the text, saying that it helped him relax, so it's hard to know what to do. I made a video on the serial killer Edmund Kemper, where I was just reading off a Wikipedia page. That video got me a lot more views than the other videos where I read about Wikipedia articles that are not about serial killers. But I had one viewer tell me that he can't relax while listening to me talk about serial killers and stuff like that. So I remember this one guy told me not to edit videos. He said that I should just pump out videos. I think he might have been right. Now I do very little editing on my videos, and the videos are still performing quite well. It's interesting to see how your strategy can change so much. You think you have it all figured out, and then you learn something new. It's interesting to find out that you don't have to work so hard, and that you can still get decent results. You may have noticed that I don't have long introductions. That's because in most videos I don't, except when I'm advertising, I guess, my Patreon or something like that. But I don't have long introductions because I don't want to bore you. That's probably the easiest way to bore someone. Getting them to click off your video is by having a boring introduction. I don't have a hook in my videos. I think that results in people clicking off my video more. But that's okay. A hook is when, at the start of the video, you give the viewer a reason to watch the video until the end. An example of this would be if you explain at the start of the video that you're going to have a competition, and at the end of the video you're going to see who won the competition. That's a hook, so they want to stay to the end of the video to see who won. I reached my goal of getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours, and you haven't broken some of the rules on YouTube, you can apply to become a YouTube partner. From there, you can get monetized on YouTube. Then YouTube can start paying you money, because you can get paid from advertisements on your videos. I am now a YouTube partner. It's a big accomplishment for me. I've been waiting for this for a while. It took me about a year to get from 60 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers. I said from 60 subscribers because I've had this channel for a long time. I used to make videos about fitness and other things a long time ago, and I had about 60 subscribers on that. So I haven't been paid directly from And I guess I've been paid from Patreon too. I think. Anyway, I have one subscriber on Patreon. To be paid from advertisements on YouTube, you must first meet the payment threshold, the minimum amount of money you must make from Google AdSense before they will pay you. Google AdSense is what YouTube uses to pay their YouTube partners with from advertisements. I have reached the payment threshold, $100. Now I just have to wait until they pay me. Should be about 1 week from now. As you probably already know, I have a Patreon account. I was thinking that Patreon would be my bread and butter, making me more money than Google AdSense. Patreon is a website where you can sign up to pay someone, usually a content creator, on a monthly basis. Now I think it's going to be the opposite. I'm going to make most of my money from Google AdSense. Right now I only have one patron on Patreon. That's an individual who's donating to me. I'm thinking that a very small percentage of a content creator's audience will subscribe to his Patreon. So I'm thinking I would need about 50,000 subscribers on YouTube to get enough Patreons to make a living off of Patreon. A problem might happen with Patreon as I'm running out of video ideas. I know I keep saying that I'm out of ideas in like every video. Sorry. It's interesting that how I keep coming up with topics to talk about on video. But I think after this video that you're watching now, I will be out of ideas for videos where I talk about what's going on in my life. Like I was saying in my last video, I could whisper while reading Wikipedia articles, but I'm not sure if people like those videos very much. I get a lower recommendation percentage from YouTube on the videos where I read Wikipedia articles compared to the videos where I whisper about what's going on in my life. You may have noticed that I get less views on those videos, the Wikipedia article videos. So I would have to see if people would be okay with me whispering about Wikipedia articles. If people subscribed on my Patreon, they would probably want new content from me published often. I hope my camera doesn't run out of battery. I want to do this video all in one take, but I got 2 bars left on the video camera. I could have battery, 2 bars of battery. I could do YouTube memberships. People subscribe to that, and then YouTube pays you monthly. I think monthly. But Patreon actually takes a smaller percentage of the profits from creators than YouTube does. So going with Patreon probably makes more sense. I don't think I'll do any brand deals, but I'm not going to promise that I won't do them. For instance, a brand deal would be if a part of one of my videos actually showed me holding a product like an Apple laptop computer, and I would be talking about how good it was. Then Apple would pay me some money for that. I think I'm already advertising enough on these videos. I think a lot of YouTubers promote stuff they don't even use in brand deals. So I would want to do the same as them. Let me know if you would like some merchandise, like clothing that has my nickname simple on it. I might try to get some merchandise for you at a cost, of course. My next goal is to get 2,000 subscribers by September 1st, 2022. I'm thinking about also having a long-term goal of taking this side hustle, my YouTube channel, and making it my job, so then I can quit my day job. It's hard to say if that's a realistic goal, though. I think if I gained 2,000 subscribers, I could make about $2,000 per month from Google AdSense. I got to that figure based on the amount of money I'm making off of AdSense right now. I could probably live off of $2,000, even though it's not that much money. I think I've learned a lesson when it comes to money. Watch your expenses and don't spend more money than you have. I think I explained this in a previous video. I'm so sorry, but it's on topic. Before, I thought I needed to make a new YouTube channel, so I made one. I'm talking about a separate channel than the one that this video lives on. I made another video channel because I was thinking that if I made videos that were not ASMR, I would gain subscribers that were not interested in watching my ASMR videos, so they wouldn't click on my videos to watch them. So I thought that would hurt my click-through rate. And click-through rate, in case you don't know, is the percentage of people who click on your video to watch it. If it hurt my click-through rate, YouTube wouldn't recommend my videos as much, since click-through rate is a metric YouTube uses to recommend videos. I think I was partly wrong. I think I was right to put my vlogs or video blogs on my other YouTube channel, because vlogs are quite different than ASMR videos. But I think that my other ASMR videos could have been put on this channel, because my subscribers are interested in watching a variety of ASMR videos, I think. I actually had one guy offer me money to upload a certain kind of video. I said no, mainly because I don't upload content that often, and he wanted me to upload videos that were like 20 minutes long. That's a lot of text for me to write for a video script. Sometimes I run out of ideas before writing a script that would make for a 20-minute video. Hopefully you can hear that semi-truck on the road next to my house. Or should I say my parents' house, yeah. But a little while ago there was a huge blizzard here. A big snowstorm. The snow piled up a lot. We couldn't even open the door because there was so much snow blocking the door. The highway was shut down because of the snow. People who work at the resort that I work at were the employees of the resort to stay in the hotel free of charge. So the employees don't have to drive home in this snowstorm. And so they would have employees that were ready to work the next day, instead of having employees call the resort saying that they can't get to work because of the poor highway conditions. So I stayed for one night in the hotel. I had a nice room. It was pretty nice. I think I made a mistake. I think I should have stayed in the hotel for 2 nights, not just one. I drove home and the roads were quite bad. They had a lot of snow on them and the visibility wasn't very good, so it was a bit dangerous. When I woke up in the morning, I had to work at noon. I missed my shift because the highways were closed, so I couldn't drive to work. So that means less money on my paycheck. Oh well. There's a town about a half-hour drive away from where my family lives. The town is in a valley, I think, and there's a river running through the town. As I was saying before, we had a lot of snow, and so did that town. A lot of the snow melted and caused the river to rise, so the town was becoming flooded. I don't know. I don't think any businesses or homes were flooded, but I could be wrong. But me and my dad went to the town and helped put sandbags near the river around the homes. If you've never seen people sandbag before, you form a line of people from a truck that is loaded with sandbags to where you want to build a wall made of sandbags. And then you pass the sandbags from person to person down a line of people, which is efficient. And people at the end of the line start to build a wall of sandbags. Maybe everybody knows that, and I don't need to explain it. Oh well. I just had my sneakers on, and they got soaked from the water I was standing in. At one point, the line didn't have many people in it, so I was throwing sandbags to a guy, and that was kind of fun. It did get tiring after a while, though. So I asked if somebody could join the line, and somebody did join the line, thankfully. So I had to move the sandbag less of a distance. It was easier. Anyways, it was getting pretty crowded, so we had too many volunteers, so me and my dad left. But it felt good to help out. A cool thing about working at the resort that I work at is we get discounts on food. On a day you're working, you get a 50% discount on food and drinks, not including alcoholic drinks. And that applies to the time before or after your shift, not just when you're working. So you could eat breakfast before your shift and you would get a 50% discount. On days that you don't work, you get a 30% discount. And soda and soup are free anytime. I drink a lot of Diet Coke at work, and of course I get it for free. I've been watching a series on Netflix called Russian Doll. You might have heard of it. You might want to turn the video off now, as I'll be talking about spoilers. So now's your chance. It's about a woman who keeps dying and keeps coming back to life. She's not a zombie or anything. She comes back to life in full health. She dies in a different way each time. Like an air conditioner falls on her head from an apartment building. Or she gets hit by a car. Maybe. I forget. But every time she dies, she keeps being brought back to life at a party with her friends. It's is a decent series. I don't understand it all that well though. Work has been going fairly well. I've been getting along with one of my coworkers. Every coworker that I get along with makes my job so much easier. I think I might buy a new keyboard. I'm using a keyboard that came with my Apple iMac. I don't like it all that much. I had a nice keyboard a couple years ago. It was like a typewriter keyboard. It was loud, and you would press down the buttons quite far when you used it. I might buy another one of those. It's hard to say though, because like I've said many times before, I'm running out of video ideas. If I'm out of ideas for videos, I won't have much need to write scripts by using a keyboard. I think it's a pretty good idea to invest the money I'm making from YouTube into buying stuff that will help me make videos. Buying a keyboard would be an example of that. If you take into account the investments for ASMR video production, I'm still in the negatives or at a loss because I bought Final Cut Pro video editing software, and the camera I'm using now, a Sony ZV-1, that stuff cost me about $1,200 Canadian, I think. I might go someplace tropical for vacation this year, sometime in the winter. That's if I have enough money to go. Okay, hopefully my battery doesn't run out. I just have one more section to do. I've been having saunas. We have a sauna in our basement. What I do is I shower beforehand with soap. I put the sauna machine on steam bath. Sometimes I don't shower beforehand though, if I've already showered earlier that day. Then I go into the sauna and stay in it until I feel comfortable because of the heat and humidity. I immediately leave the sauna when that happens and go into the shower and take a cold shower, as cold as it will go. Then I go back in the sauna until I get uncomfortable again from the heat and humidity. Then I go in the shower and have one more cold shower, and then I'm done. It makes me feel pretty good.